All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Saturday, July 3rd, just one day before July 4th. I know a lot of you are already off for the holiday weekend. I will be here on Monday, as I mentioned in the show a couple times this week. I'm going to be leaving, going out of town next Saturday to visit my little brother in Texas. So I'll be here working if anybody needs to refill after the July 4th holiday. What have I got to sell you today? Well, to close out the week, we've got a new offering from Lewis Cellars. And you guys know this is one of my favorite wineries in Napa Valley. Randy and Debbie Lewis are good friends. I remember the first time they came to see me, I was working at Cafe Max, 1991, 92. And they were, at that time, working at Oakville Ranch Winery, a winery that they actually helped found with Bob Miner, the founder of Oracle Software. And I remember they walked up to the bar and I said, do you guys have an appointment? And they sent me a Christmas card that year. It was very nice of them. I may have been a little cocky, but I was like 21 years old at that time. And didn't realize they were going to become the vintners that they are today, one of the top names in Napa Valley. If you look at the numbers from the Wine Spectator alone, you'll see these guys score higher than just about any other winery. And if you look at the price tag on their wines, hey, $100 a bottle is expensive. But when you look at the top wines in Napa, as Randy always says, I make as good a wine as anybody, and I'm a third or a quarter of the price of some of these other guys. Talking about Harlan, Colgan, Screaming Eagle. And his Cabernet was at one time a single vineyard wine from that Oakville Ranch Winery. The property is right below Dalaval in Oakville. Today, he buys from several top vineyard sources throughout Napa Valley, and his reserve wine is a blend. Today's email, we're focusing on his 2007 Syrah. Randy makes one of the top Syrahs in Napa Valley, and he's not a newcomer to this Rhone game. Randy's a big fan of the Northern Rhone. He was a race car driver before he got in the wine business, and he drove all throughout Europe. He developed a love for the great hermitages of the Northern Rhone. And I want to say his wine is a little bit on the European side, but Randy makes California wines. These are full-blown muscle car type wines. The Napa Syrah may be a little more on the Northern Rhone side. It's got some nice pepperiness and gaminess, but like I said, very full throttle on the fruit. Big plum, really ripe black cherry, a little bit of smoke and a little bit of that black pepper in there, and these lovely velvety tannins. That's one of the things that is unique to Lewis's wines is the texture in these wines. He loves these soft velvety tannins, and the wines are big, but at the same time soft, so you can drink them on the release. But we've also had his wines 10 years plus old or plus older. They do age very well as well. So we do have some 2008 Chardonnays on this release. We have all 4 Chardonnays that he makes. We're the only retailer in the state of Florida to get every wine that Randy makes. So the Reserve Chardonnay and the Barcaglia Lane, usually my favorite, but the Napa and Sonoma are no slouches either. The Napa usually tends to be a little fruitier. The Sonoma a little more on the minerality side. And then we've got some other older vintage wines, and we actually have a couple vintages of the Cuvée L, the wine that Randy made with Lance Armstrong, only 90 cases. The 2006 is the current release. We have a great price on this wine. The 05 is a little bit more expensive, but it is sold out now at the winery. That's what we've got to sell you today. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasone, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.